when boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials were in college, students rated raising a family either highest or second highest. During the millennial years, raising a family was rated highest each year. By 2008, though, being very well off financially has moved its way to first place. And by 2015, raising a family had slipped to third on the priority list, being behind being very well off financially and helping others in difficulty. The first time that had occurred since it was included on the list of life goals in 1969.
Well, it doesn't happen on the internet. That's social media. When it MySpace, when it that whole everything came out like 2008, right? During that time. So which one looks the best on, living your lavish life on social media, or you with your kids running around in your hair?
Well,
there's a shift.
It's not what they actually want. They're just confused.
I think they are as well. I think
the trade-off is very bad because
destruction.
I don't know. You know me and my theories. Does anybody know Newton's third law of motion?
Mm-hmm.
I think for every action there's
equal or greater.
Yeah, equal but opposite. That is not just true in physics. That is also true in psychology, I guess. Try it with anything. It is also true. So that means that if women are putting more time and saying that their career and being rich in this lavish lifestyle is priority one, and we can really attribute that to them wanting to play a more masculine role, I think then their feminine role is going to be diminished. So the one equivalency I can make with that is that modern women are terrible mothers. I hate to say it like that. They're terrible moms. Because you can't keep there's only 24 hours in a day. If you're going to focus on one thing, you're going to lose focus in another. And I think that's where they've lost focus. So they put being a mom third on their priority list, but most of them are going to be moms anyway, which means they're going to be terrible moms.
I have a question. What is considered, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm eating, so I don't want to be rude. What is considered a modern mom or modern woman? Because if I look at my mom, technically, she would have been considered a modern woman by that time standard, I guess, because she worked. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, she was married.
Black women have always worked. Black women have always worked.
So that's my point. In that regard, what is considered a modern woman?
Was your mom married?
Yes.
Did she seem to prioritize her children in her marriage?
Yes.
Then she's not a modern woman. That's already too bad. Like, there's already two things.
So that's what a modern woman is. A modern woman
is. Did your mom ever utter anything such as "I don't need a man" or teach her daughters specifically that they don't need one?
I wouldn't say that she taught us that we didn't need a man. Right? No, she didn't teach us that we didn't need a man. But she
3 for 3, I would say very low chance. Very low chance.
But let her finish.
I was going to say, but what you guys considered, I guess, a modern mindset is a woman being educated or going to college or things like that. So in that regard, you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to
remember we always say we want educated women. I don't know where y'all get this. It is not about you being educated. It is about the attitude you develop after you've received that education is what makes you a modern woman. If you're going to use your education as a negotiating tool to start renegotiating gender roles in the house, you are absolutely a modern woman.
Is that a modern woman or a modern man? Because a man wouldn't let you do that. A real man would be like, you can have a PhD from space. I don't care. I still love you and you still gonna fall in line the right way. But I don't think that's the woman's fault. That's on the man.
So I think
true.
To trigger Mike's point, right? I think that there's let's be real, right? Like with the Me Too movement, with like men genuinely wanting to get married. Because if men did not genuinely want to get married, they wouldn't care about how many marriageable women there are, right? Like men do want to get married. I don't care how you spin that, whatever stats you want. Like you should not care about how many marriageable women there are unless you are genuinely interested in getting married. So that being said, like, there's no way to like not actually negotiate for certain men if you don't want to get married, right? Like if the majority of women have become these like quote unquote modern women that are willing to negotiate gender roles, I think it really does pigeonhole some men into like being forced to negotiate.
We need a national registry that ranks money and looks. And then after 40, if you're single, you need to be paired off. And then after everybody's paired off, we need polygamy to be done. And all this could be over with.
I know that you do not
I like that idea sometimes.
like that.
Run that by me again and explain, because I'm a little slow tonight.
A national registry. Now, hold on, let me just say it, and then you can disagree. A national registry that ranks looks on a universal scale, 1 through 10. Then a financial registry that ranks earnings. And then you're paired with your equivalent looks to earnings match after 40 if you have no one. And then if there are no men left, then you can have polygamy.
Constant crying.
Wait, so Shane, I need you to get your Kentucky Derby cap. I need you to put back on in my honor, because I know there for one, there is no way that the majority is going to rule for everybody, right? Because who is the majority? One is white people. So immediately the majority of people are going to be classified on a rank that they are not supposed to be, regardless of like actual social standing, right? In order to reinforce the power structures that exist. It's not happening. It's really not happening.
So here's the thing. Hold on. I got one caveat for you. Universally, men say women are attractive. Even if you're a racist white man, you still can see a black woman that's attractive and be like, yeah, she bad. And even if I'm not attracted to white women, I still can be like, yeah, she got a, you know what I'm saying? She got a body that I appreciate. And
so, as much as I understand that, and as much as I agree with you on that, because black women are absolutely stunning, right? Regardless of body shape and type and all of that stuff, black women are the trendsetters for beauty standards that then get appropriated through other cultures, right? I think that we can agree on that front. However, in order to maintain the existing power structures, an oxymoron needs to exist. So that already doesn't make sense. The other point, I know from the rhetoric of the three of y'all gentlemen on this panel, not a single one of you is going to advocate for government to impede on interpersonal interactions to that degree. Y'all are not actually going to be okay with a government setting standard on what number scale black people should be on. I don't like. So I call you 1,000%.
So I never said that they was killing them off. I'm saying if you are 40, right, and you don't have a man, and if you are 40 and you don't have a wife, if they force people to be together and create families, that's more black people. So that increases the amount of people there. That fixes the community because all the single
they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
Licenses on childbearing.
You're assuming. Let me just tell you this about that 40 thing right there. You're assuming that they're going to pair you with, I think that after 40, 50, people start getting in that I don't care zone. You know, they don't really care about that. Listen, because I'm telling you, I got 800, and I can guarantee about 600 of them white. So listen,
you got 800
that race, thinking you're going to be paired up with let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's the truth. After a certain age, the men do not care about their race. They don't care about any of those things. They just want to know that they're attracted. Let me just tell you, they want to know they're
yes, they do. No,
maybe in Canada, I don't know, but let me just tell you, I probably get more seriousness from white men than I do black men. If I had that in me, I just love black men.